So you guys were one. I'm hearing a lot of you guys. You guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that. And when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment. Hi everybody, Martha here. So, since even though a lot of us don't like the actor in Flash, I want to watch this watch this one since basically this is the plot of the movie that they're making for the Flash movie. It's not okay now that one not doing this plot per se, but they're both doing the story at FlashPoint. And this one technically came out first, so does that make that movie a live action version of this one? um Now, never read the comic, so I don't know how faithful it is to the comic. I read some of these, but I can never get hold of all of them because there's just too many. But I think for what I know about the comic, I think it does a great job of it. Basically, what happens in this movie that Barry doesn't realize what he's doing. He goes back in time, saves his mom from dying, and basically makes everybody else's life. What has it been long enough in the video? Hell, because he made where every single thing is the opposite. So the movie does start out with the rogues destroying his museum, and Zoom Plastong, because in this world they're both because I know it's so weird me watching this movie and me watching the TV show of Flash, where these guys are two different people, and this one they're the same people, unless they're both the same person in comics. Probably so, because since they're both bad evil Flashes, so they're probably both the same as that character refer to two different Flashes. So yeah. And because they both call him they both call him Professor Zoom and Earbark Thong in this. And for what it is, even though you're supposed to kind of hate the world that this movie takes place in, because everything is bad. I guess I like it since it's supposed to point out the whole entire fact that what Barry is doing is wrong. You cannot go back and change the past. Even Reverse Flash points out two things that would have to happen in original history, like we may not like it, but Kennedy dying is supposed to happen because it's part of history. Hitler is supposed to become evil. So yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I brought him up, but it's in the movie. This movie's so old. Obama's president. Every time I watch this movie, I have to remind myself how old this movie is, because since they use an actual guy who's been president at one point in life as president. So yeah. So yeah. So after Barry goes back in time, he goes back in to save his mom. We find out that Bruce dies instead of his parents. It makes Thomas into Batman, and it makes Martha into Joker. Typical. The one I had to share the same name with went crazy. But do you blame her? She saw her son die. And Superman, nobody saw him hit the
Earth, separate the government. So they do experiments on him. A cyborg works for the government, basically. Shazam is all the kids instead of all of them separately, and they're called Captain Thunder. Okay. Wonder Woman and Aquaman are both at war because Merida got mad at Wonder Woman for sleeping with Aquaman, and she goes and tries to kill her, and she defends herself, and then she kills Merida. So yeah. And then we have World War 3 because of it, because those two can't settle their differences because they end up, because Aquaman was a bad husband, basically. Yeah. And let's see, anybody else's life is Hal Jordan never got turned into the Green Lantern. In this, he has a great line where he kind of turns his when he says on the Blackest Day, like his line that he always says, and says a cuss word with it. So at least he went out at least when he died, he went out about kind of good. Like at least he went down fighting. Like everybody dies this movie basically. Like we have Cyborg, we have Slade that dies. We have we watch Lex die. We watch everybody who dies. So we learn that Barry is wrong, and he ends up regretting what he did after he turns himself back into Flash, because since his mom didn't die, he never got turned into Flash. So yeah, and I don't know. I watched this movie and there's a black cop in it, and that's supposed to. And I think of Joe from the show, because even though it's not the same character, this character's called James, and Iris is not yet black here in this movie, so it would not be Joe, but he kind of reminds me of him, because the fact that he acts like him. So yeah, me bring up Singer in this. So let's talk about it. And basically at the end of the movie, Barry corrects the problem, goes fast enough after everything really just goes to shit. I know I'm cussing a lot in this, but it's kind of hard not to. This is a very, very violent movie. It's rated R, so it's kind of hard, and a lot of bad things happen in it. Sorry. So yeah, spoilers, but it's an old movie. So yeah, I try my best. People want me to say spoilers, but I always forget when it comes to movies that are old. I really don't think I really have to for old movies, but okay. You haven't seen it yet. It's really maybe you haven't heard of it yet. That's probably why you haven't seen it yet. But this is me telling you about it. So yeah. So after that, and then we go back in time. Barry ends up giving the letter to Bruce, who is voiced by Kevin Conroy. God rest his soul. Love him. So, and he does a great job in this, and like, I knew it was him right away. I know that deep voice anywhere. I mean, he's not in it that very often because his character's not supposed to be, because he's not in the other universe because his character is dead, so he really can't be in there. But for what he is given to do, he is really good at his part. And so yeah, and he's thankful for what that Barry gave him, his dad's letter. So yeah, I liked it, like that part. Now let's talk about other voice actors in this show, in this movie. I won't be able to tell you everybody, but I'm going to tell you the ones that are here. We got like I said, Kevin Conroy plays the regular Batman, Bruce Wayne. Nathan Filler plays Hal Jordan. Michael B. Jordan plays Cyborg. And Cal Wager plays Aquaman. Jay Charmer plays Barry. Raw Parman plays Deathstroke. Let's see if we can find the Batman, since he is technically a main character in this. Kevin Munkid, who plays Batman in this. So, what do I give this movie? I think probably give this like an 8 out of 10. Don't let your kids watch it. That's what I would say. So that's really to go out saying, but I've seen this movie before. I think I've seen it like, this is my third time seeing it. So yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna watch any more movies in preparation for the Flash, but I'm gonna watch. Like I said, like Oji's been saying, I'm having a hard time deciding if I'm gonna go see the Flash or Elementals. I can only afford to see one, which sucks. So yeah, that's where you guys go. I still haven't decided yet. Right when I get to the theater, probably gonna end up deciding. But so yeah. So I'll see you guys later. We got next thing. I'm probably gonna, if I haven't decided, the next one I'm probably gonna do is cause I gotta do one more. I got two more Little Mermaid stuff, which is Hans Christian Andersen and the Splash, and then I'm gonna do some Spider-Man things. Like, I'm probably gonna watch one of the old 1994 versions of Spider-Man, the one where we first, the only episode that that Prowler's in, and then watch probably some for Attack There Spider-Man. I'm not decided which episode. Let me know. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. And subscribe if you guys want me to do any more live-action Disney movies after Little Mermaid, before the other ones come out. I really hope no more come out, because since Little Mermaid's not doing so well at the box office, means not making back its money, okay? The thing is that it did so much advertising and it's not doing so well. So maybe they'll actually stop, but they might have to do the ones that are still in the pipeline. So that's all I would have to really say. But I really hope after the ones that are in the pipeline, they stop and realizing, oh yeah, people are not. But do you want me to do any more of them after Little Mermaid? Give me up to 300. Give me up to 330 subscribers, or up to 400, or up to 350. Okay. Every time you get to one of those points, I'll do a live action movie that I have not done yet, but I had to watch the one before it in preparation for it. So there's some I have not seen yet. Like, I have not seen the Cinderella one. I have not seen the Dumbo one. I have not seen the Mulan one. And I have not seen none of the sequels. Like, I haven't seen Maleficent's sequel. And I haven't seen Alice in Wonderland's sequel. So, yeah. So, get me up there, guys. It's almost there. I only have like 8 more to go for 330. So, get there and have me suffer. Bye-bye!